Welcome back, friends. Friends? I guess we're friends, are we? Yeah. Tooru from JoJo, the main bad guy, right? So we're going to give this a go. Portrait of him, head and shoulders. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and eraser for these. Sketch them out lightly. Take your time. Do it slow. And try have fun. So, classic sort of JoJo eyes, right? So, center point to my page is about here. Come over to the right. And you want to leave like enough space at the top of your page so you can fit that big sort of hat that he has on. So, let's go. Diagonal line to start us off. There. And then we will go horizontal. Like so. Diagonal down the back. Excuse me. You know when you like haven't talked? This is like my first video recording of the day. And you haven't talked for ages. And then you talk and you realize your throat is weird. That's what's happening. Sorry. Anyway. Thicken up the top eyelid. Right? Because we got big JoJo eyes. And we're thickening up the back as well. Right? Big eyelashes in JoJo. And the males have like eyelashes drawn in as well. Right, like so. And then the bottom eyelid curves around. Down here as well. And you want to thicken up the bottom one too. Like that, roughly. And sometimes we got some eyelashes down here as well. And then like some lines just underneath the eye, kind of some hatching. And you know, JoJo characters tend to have these sort of extra lines just on them. Inside the eye, half circle for the iris. And then his pupil. Just there. Now in JoJo, they draw in the highlights, right? So most of their animes will just like color them in and stuff. And there might be like some lines in there. And the other eye, we're eye width, okay? So the width the width between the eyes. So if you measure the eye, that wants to fit inside, right? That's the standard human proportion of the face. Here to here, same as here to here, okay? And then we go up and across, and you just do that same thing again. You're copying this other side. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Because humans, everyone says we're proportional, but we're actually not. Shock. Slightly different on both sides. So we're not exactly the same. One eye bigger than the other, one nostril bigger than the other, all that good stuff. If you look closely at yourself in the mirror, you can see it. And then bottom eyelid, same as the other side. Like that. You want to thicken it up. Eyelashes. And then those lines sort of down here. And his iris and his pupil, half circle again. Pupil. And then the highlights. Maybe some texture lines just on the eye. Okay, so details around the eye. So we got like an eyelid line coming over. He has these brow lines that come out from the side of the eye, go up the side of his head like that. So from the eyelid area, like so, this will keep going down around and up the side of his head. Then he has these lines on the inside of the nose, like so. And then the eyebrows themselves, up, over, kind of bumps here, down like that. Add a space to color, the top line for it, go down there. And then there's like just some hairlines just here. And then we will go up and over, up to there, back up, down. Like so. Maybe some hatching inside here. Okay, so for the nose, right? So in JoJo, they can be different. They've got these love heart sort of shapes, right? But we'll start with say his nostrils. We'll just put the nostrils here. Right? And then we got to draw all this stuff around it. So the tip of his nose, say in the middle, just here. And then a line that like comes down to there, like a T. And then comes around like so. And then we go like this love heart sort of shape back down to the middle and back up around. And then this has all like hatching sort of down here in shadow and things. So I like you make some, this bottom part sort of darker, sort of here darker. And then like some lines that come across like so. And then we can make his nostrils a little bit bigger. Right? That kind of thing. And then he has the side of his nose drawn in a little bit. So it's just a line that goes up this way. And then like some hatching for like the tip of his nose there. So then the mouth, right? So big JoJo lips. So top lip, stretched out letter M, real close to the nose, okay? So we go up, down. It's like a letter M, a capital M, down. Right there, but it's like stretched out, or sometimes it looks like that, like a bow and arrow, you know, the handle part. And then, so the bottom lip then comes up, down, more round sort of shape, up, down, like that. And we can see some teeth just in here, so it goes up, down. His mouth is like kind of open. See that? Like some shadow at the corners of his lips, like some dimples or something. Then his bottom lip, real square, comes across up to there. And then there's usually shadow on the top lip, like hatching lines like this. And then underneath the chin, so we got like underneath the bottom lip, sorry, between the chin and the bottom lip, so there's like a shadow in here. And then the chin itself, square chin, like so. Proportions now, standard human proportions. So pupil, the eye, middle of his eye, the pupil, to the nose, the bottom of the nose, is about the same as the bottom of the nose to the chin. And then bottom of the nose to the bottom lip area, the shadow on his bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip shadow to chin. Now that doesn't have to be exact. Sometimes the bottom lip is the middle. So like sometimes a character will be here to here, but in this character it's not. It's just here to here. So you've got a bit of wiggle room. The bottom lip line usually is about the same here to here. Okay, so that's like the proportion. And then you can go for the jaw. Like so. Up to there. And you're sort of stopping underneath the edge of his eye. See it crossing the mouth. Right? That makes sense. See? And then across from here. Because then you change direction and go up the side of his face. And then we can add those JoJo lines, those jawline things that they have. Sometimes that's done with hatching, sometimes it's a straight line, so you have options there. And then his sideburns, just here. And then his ear comes out from there. So. Like so. And cartilage and ear lines and things inside. We're going to put a shadow in here. Like that. Like so. And then back up here, side of his head. And this will meet his big hat or something that he has, right? So he has a big line that comes across like the front of his head. Nearly touches his eyebrows. Right, like so. And then the rest of the hair line just goes underneath there. And then he has these sort of crisscross kind of lines, like it's like it shows that his hair is kind of shaved, I think. That's the idea. And so, and then yeah, you just go the opposite direction. Right, like that. So, real big round hat, right? So, goes really big. It's like oval, sort of coming out here. Like that, okay? And then there's all these spirals inside it. So, let's just go for it and just go around real big. Going this way. Right. Like so. And then spirals on the inside, and that's a double line, right? So start one here. So you just go around. You could do, I've seen this drawn many different ways. So spiral here. And it joins another one up here. So it comes along the bottom of his head, around to one there. Now it can be different. I've seen it like wavy, like I've seen this line go like up and down and then around the back, sort of up here. But this is a sort of simpler way of doing it, and you get the idea. And it's a double line because it's golden on the inside. So what we do is go around again, just around your lines. Douche. I always have to hold my breath when I'm doing stuff like that. But that's his hat, right? And it's shaded sort of black and stuff. So, neck, right? We go down like so. Depending, like if you're, sorry, the neck, the line, but what I was saying about the hat, if you're doing it manga style, there's like a shadow on this side and you do that with black ink. But if you're coloring, it's like dark navy, you know, if you want an anime style, like a darker shadow, and I'll probably do it that way. So line goes down this way. And then we got a shadow underneath his chin. Necklines, like so. And then his collar comes out from behind his neck, comes down like so. And we got an inside line that'll go round into here. He's dressed like a matador. Is that just me? I'll be honest, I haven't read JoJo. I read Steel Ball Run, and that was quite quality. And I started Jolien, but I haven't got back to reading it. Not enough time to read all these things. That's his trapezius. Can't see his trapezius on the other side. There's just a shadow, but we'll draw it in, right? And then his collar kind of comes around here, so like comes around the front, and then it appears to go down this way, and then a line in the middle, kind of thing like that. And then there's some sort of hatching lines, little things like this. Right, and then his shoulders. So, where is his clothing? Hold on. We'll be right back. I'm just trying to find another picture. Where is it? His clothing, JoJo. There, okay. Right, yeah, so it's pretty much the same as that one. Okay, so we've got like, let's say kind of like a bump here, and then it goes down that way. Like shoulders normally are head width out, okay? So say if you wanted to like, do that again, measures head, that's kind of where you want the edge of the shoulder to be, or where it at least starts to curve down. And he seems to have these sorts of like shoulder pad things like here. And there's like teddy bears down the bottom, but they're like down his arm, so I can't really see them. And then that shoulder goes that way. And then there's like a sundial or something up here. We can see the spikes of them there. And that shoulder lines that way. And then there's some shoulder lines, like colors pink and green, going off this way. And the line going down that way. Same thing here. Right. So I think that's everything. That is how to draw Tooru from JoJo. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.